Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Do you find it difficult calculating pips on synthetic indices? Have you ever wondered why you can't seem to know how much money it is from your entry to your stop loss until the stop loss has to get it first? Then I implore you to watch this video till the very end. Very quickly, I have to say before I go into the pips calculation, I've got to say this, calculating the lot sizes in volatility indices can be very tricky. This is because each synthetic indices has its own different lot size, as opposed to forex where all pairs use the same lot size with the minimum being 0.01. Here I have made a list of the different volatility indexes and the minimum lot sizes that you can trade on each and every one of them, as you can see right in front of the screen. And I will be leaving the link to access this somewhere in the description below this video. Do well to save or take a screenshot on your phone so you can make a reference to this whenever the need arises. Now, it's one thing to know these lot sizes, and then it's another to know beforehand how much you stand to lose should your trade not go in your anticipated direction. And there is a formula for this, which you should know by heart. It simply states that the pips or points times the lot size is equal to the risk per trade, where your pips or points can be gotten by simply the difference between your entry price and your stop loss, or the difference between your entry price and your take profit, as the case may be. So this is the formula you need to take note of. And very quickly, looking at short examples of how to do this, moving to the MetaTrader. So assuming I want to take a buy trade on jump 10 index, from the current position, and then simply sticking with the list lot size on jump 10 index, and that will be 0.01. You can make a reference to the attached material on this video. And then I get in on the buy trade with the list lot size being 0.01. And assuming I want to have my stop loss just below this structured level, giving price enough room to do its thing, most likely before heading in my direction. So I'm looking to have my stop loss somewhere at 835.02. 835.02. So I can quickly modify my current trade. It's 3502. So yeah, I have that set for my stop loss. How then do I know what I am risking on this very trade position? Going back to the formula, pips times the lot size. So the points or the pips is gotten by entry price right about here. So currently I have my entry price. You can see that right here. 83894.52. 83894.52. So I'd say the entry price minus the stop loss. That gives me the pips or the points from my entry to my stop loss position. And then my stop loss for this is, so you simply get your calculator and do this math. 83894.52 minus 83502, and that would give 392.52. Be sure to do this and see for yourself. You get this very answer, 392.52. So this goes to show that 392 points, 392 pips, whichever you choose to call it, between your entry position and then your stop loss position. This is the number of points you have for that. And then by the time we multiply this by our lot size being 0.01, that's currently the list lot size we used for this. This gives us the risk on this very trade, and that gives us $3.92. So that gives us $3.92. So this automatically tells us on this very buy position right about here, I'm risking $3.92 on this buy trade. So I don't have to wait to have my stop loss get hit first. I'm currently very much aware of what I'm risking on this position right about here. And very quickly, to confirm or verify how true this is, if you tend to take your trades using your PC or your computer, you'll notice by the time you move your arrow or your cursor all the way to the stop loss line right about there, you would see the price in dollar. So moving this right here, you'd see the price in dollar just to confirm how true this is. So I'm only just moving the arrow all the way to my stop loss point. You can see that, right, guys? So that's a profit of negative $3.93 loss on this very. Now, because the majority of persons don't get to take trades using the computers, and obviously the majority of persons that does take trades using the computer are not aware of this, that you can simply move your arrow all the way to your stop loss or take profit point, and then that automatically tells you the calculated loss or profit on that current position. But then simply taking your trades off your phone, you can quickly do the calculation using the formula pips or points times whatever lot size you choose to use, and then that gives you the risk on that current trade. And then for the pips or points, you can simply get that by the difference between your entry position and then your stop loss position, or the difference between your entry position and then your take profit position, as the case may be. Now, there's a second scenario for this. There's a second scenario. A second scenario would be assuming I want to get in on a trade, and then I'm looking to risk a certain percentage of my account, a certain amount on that trade. So let's say, assuming I want to get in on this very trade, risking $10 on this very trade, what lot size do I have to use? What lot size do I then have to use? Simply, we'll go back to the older states. We'll go back to the older states that pips or points times the lot size will give us our risk per trade. So now this is the formula. So how do I then get the risk? How do I then get the lot size, knowing fully well what amount I want to risk on a trade? From elementary mathematics, we could divide this and then, so the lot size can be gotten by dividing whatever risking amount you have in mind by the pips or the points. So going back with this very example again, I'm currently entering my trade from 83894.52. That's what I'm looking to get in on the buy trade. And then my stop loss positioning at 83502. So how do I get my pips or the points? I simply do the difference between these, giving me 892.52. So assuming I want to risk $10 on this very trade, I'd say what? 10. That's the dollar I'm looking to risk on this. So $10 divided by the difference between my entry and then my stop loss. That simply gives me my pips or my points, 392 points. So $10 divided by 392.10 0.52. $10 divided by 392.52. That simply will then give me the lot size I'm going to be using for this. Quickly punch your calculator. 10 divided by 392.52. That gives me 0.025 lot size. When you punch your calculator, you then notice that gives you 0.025. So because the least lot size for this is a 2-digit positioning from this the point right about here. So by the time we approximate that, it gives me a 0.03 lot size. So 0.03 lot size is what I would approximate that to, owing to the fact that once I do this, 10 divided by 392.52. I will arrive at this. And then I simply just approximate this by moving a 1 to this point right about here. That gives me 0.03 lot size. So by the time I get in on this trade using a 0.03 lot size, automatically that means I'm risking $10 on this very trade position. Now, knowing this will come in very handy, assuming you are in a group or assuming you are in a channel like mine, where I tend to give out free trade signals every now and then. So once you get on groups where you are given out trade signals, so looking at this very signal right about here that was sent out from January 3rd, you can see, so assuming you want to take this trade from this signal that was given out here, and then you want to risk what? You have $100 and then you want to risk a $10 on this very trade. What would you then do? You would say the stop loss. So I said what sell now at, this is the price, entry price. So we'll say entry price 340351. That's the entry price. Entry price minus the stop loss that we had said from the formula for pips. The pips formula is entry price minus the stop loss. So we say 34,351. That's the entry price minus the stop loss 345,5284. And that would give us 4,933. Do well to punch your calculator right away just to see that you're getting the very same thing. So the entry price 34,351 minus the stop loss price 345,284, and that gives us 4,933. So this now, I'm currently looking to risk $10 out of. So okay, let's assume I want to risk $15 out of my $100. So I have a $100 account, and then I want to risk $15 on this very trade. What then do I do? So we'll say what the formula simply states that what the risk per trade divided by the pips or the points gives me the lot size. So we have our pips currently calculated 4,933 pips on this very trade. That's the difference between the entry price and the stop loss price, 4,933 pips. And then we would say what I want to risk. So I'm currently looking to risk $10, $15 rather on this. So I would say 15 divided by 4,933. You quickly punch your calculator for this. 15 divided by 4,933. And that gives 0.003. Guys, that gives 0.0030. And then moving back to lot size positioning, the list lot size for this. Oh, sorry about that. So once I want to risk a $15 on this current signal that has been called out here on volatility 75 index, that means I need to make use of what? A 0.003 lot size, guys. 0.03 lot size. And automatically that gives me a $15 risk on this very trade. Now, guys, if you find this video helpful, do well to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Also, like this video and subscribe for more valuable trade contents like this. See you in the next video, guys.